One of the most successful advocates of social enterprise in the world today is Mohammed Yunus, who set up the Grameen Bank microcredit from Bangladesh. He said that if the project you've got doing social good can bring in as much money as goes out, suddenly you enter into a whole new realm, a limitless realm. You're now free from grants, you're free from philanthropy, you're free from any external influence, you're now in charge. And you can go anywhere. So this quest to bring in as much money as goes out, let's just call it break even. That brings you into a whole new ball game. And that basically is what social enterprise is about.
My name's Willie Dunn. I am the project coordinator of MARC, which stands for Midlothian Advice and Resource Centre. MARC has been on the go now for over 30 years. It was initially set up as an unemployed worker centre just around about the time of the miners' strike. Since then, MARC has changed into a number of different organisations. We have MARC and MARC Contracts, which is our social enterprise, which was set up about 10 years ago. The core functions of MARC has changed in the last 30 years. It was initially an advice centre that used to pick up furniture to give it to people who had nothing. Now our core business is furniture recycling, as well as a removal firm and various contracts for the local authority.
My name is Caroline Ferguson, Project Manager of RUTS, Rural and Urban Training Scheme. Our project has been running for over 30 years. This workshop itself has been here for over 5 years now. We've got the motorbikes, which we run training programmes with young people across Edinburgh and the Midlothians. And we've got a new social enterprise project, which is our bicycle social enterprise, which is working specifically with young people in Midlothian. And we're engaging young people, giving them skills in terms of bicycle maintenance and repairs, giving them more qualifications so they can go into the world of work, and providing them opportunities to gain real work experience.
My name is Helen Forrester and I work for Play Therapy Base, and we're a cooperative and a social enterprise, and we offer play therapy in Midlothian and Edinburgh and East Lothian. Play therapy is a way of working with children who are in some sort of distress, and they might be showing that through their behaviour, or by struggling in school, or struggling to behave at home, or just maybe seeming really outrageous or really withdrawn. And it's usually because something's happened that they're trying to make sense of and they don't know how to cope with that. So instead of offering something like talking therapy or counselling, we offer them play therapy, and that means that they can play about what it is.
My name is Sharon Stoddart and I'm the manager of Y2K Youth Project. We offer various support and activities to young people in Midlothian East. One of the projects that we do offer is Midlothian Garden Service. This service came out of an idea from a young person when the council withdrew the garden services in the local area, and it's kind of grown from strength to strength. They started off with basic garden clearance and maintenance, and they now do fencing and hard landscaping, slabbing, other types of work.
My name is Ciara McCulloch. I am the manager of Transmedia, which is a community music and digital arts project in Lonehead. Our main objective is to work with young people in the community to give them relevant and meaningful learning opportunities in the arts, with a particular focus on music and the digital arts. Things like filmmaking and music production, design and animation.
Social enterprise to me is having an aim at the end of it, and that's a social aim, working like so. Our money goes back into working with young people and being able to provide more services to young people.
To set up a company, we don't want to be a for-profit company because that doesn't fit with what we do at all. We want to do something that helps people in their lives. So it had to be non-profit and it had to be of benefit to people in the community.
What makes it a social enterprise to us is, for example, we'll carry forward something like £16,500 profit this year. Well, that will be reinvested into the youth project, which will fund our 16-hour posts for young women, so we don't have to search for funding for that.
Being a social enterprise for us means that we can deliver core functions for people within Midlothian, as well as having the business freedom to expand our services. We're not reliant on funding as we once were. It means we have a freedom to develop our business side of the organisation, but still to maintain those core social needs.
Being a social enterprise allows us to operate as a business with our social objectives, which is to support the community and educate them on all the wonderful world of music production and music and filmmaking and all these great things and creative things. But it also opens up doors in terms of funding and allows us to apply for funding and grants that gives us a bit more flexibility and helps us to become sustainable in the long run.
SEAM is an excellent network that allows us to access information, but also allows us to talk to other social enterprises within the area to look for help and advice, but also to build partnerships and relationships which benefit both. And I think that's crucial in an area, particularly a small area like Midlothian, because even though it's geographically quite small, you sometimes don't know what your neighbour's doing.
SEAM is a network of organisations that work here in Midlothian that are interested in social enterprise. They either are social enterprises themselves or they're organisations that support social enterprise. It could be local authority, it could be the health board, it could be the police, could be almost anybody. But they've all got an interest in supporting social enterprise. So SEAM is about supporting new or existing social enterprises to get off the ground, get moving, put their ideas into practice. It's good to get people to talk to each other, find out how they went about and did things and what they'd right and what they'd wrong. It's really powerful. So I think SEAM is a network that brings people together and allows them to speak to each other. We're happy to speak to anybody in the first instance to find out about your ideas, and we'll speak to almost anybody really, but individuals who have got an idea and want to try and get that off the ground, we can chat to you, we can help you. Organisations that already exist that maybe are thinking about developing new products or new services, or just maybe are struggling to survive and are in a bit like a crisis situation, we're happy to work with them too and try and support them as best we can. In terms of support that you can get from SEAM, we've got a development officer, that's myself, based at SEAM 2 days a week, and we do what we can to connect you into the right networks, get you speaking to the right people, try and find sources of funding for you. Not always very easy to do, we'll do our best, and generally just try and give you a push in the right direction. And if we can make connections with other organisations in this area or out with this area that benefit you, we'll try and put you in touch. So basically we'll give you as much support as we possibly can. And if we can't do it ourselves, we'll find the people who can.